Before we begin today, just a couple housekeeping items. Can I get a motion to approve today's agenda as presented? Yeah, Harry and Angie, I see you. Okay, and all those in favor? Okay, great, thank you very much. Other item on the agenda, the adoption of the minutes from the February 26th Design Advisory Panel meeting. That was the one that had the industrial building on 4073 Old Slope Place. If I could get a motion to adopt those minutes. Angie, yeah. And thank you. And seconder, Harry, and all those in favor. Okay, thanks very much. So this evening, we have a returning presentation today for an industrial building on 921 Morgan Road. This will be introduced by Cameron Salisbury, Planner 2 of Current Planning, who is new to the city, so welcome, Cameron. After that, we will see a presentation, and then afterwards there will be the opportunity for the panel to ask questions regarding the presentation and of the city. So first of the city, and then the panel members will have the opportunity to provide some feedback and comments and recommendations. So without further ado, Cameron, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Chair. Before I begin, just a reminder for everyone on the call and in the meeting that if you have your cameras off, if you could please turn them on. And if you don't have your name in your box on the camera, if you could type it in for minute taking, that would be great. Thank you very much. So I'm here tonight to present development permit application number DP 1407, which was previously considered by the Design Advisory Panel on February 12th, 2026 for 921 Mond Road. The applicant has subsequently submitted revisions to their application in response to the panel recommendations, and that should be included in your package tonight. The proposal is for a new single-story industrial shop and storage building with a gross floor area of 1,626 square meters within the existing industrial I-4 zone. The site has an existing building with a gross floor area of 100 square meters. The property is designated within the Development Permit Area 8 Form and Character, and the city's Form and Character design guidelines apply. The application includes a variance to reduce one of the side yards from 2 to 3 meters, as an existing accessory building is set back approximately 3.01 meters from the north side lot line, and the proposed new building is set back 3 meters from the south side lot line. I'm here to answer any questions after the applicant presents their response to your previous comments. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cameron, for the introduction. Would the applicant please go ahead and share screen and present?
Simu, are you sharing your screen or is that me?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So, good afternoon, everyone. Can you see my screen?
No, we can't.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes, we can see it. Yep.
Okay.
Could you enlarge the view, please, so we can just see the slides?
Yeah. Can you see the slides now?
Yes, excellent. Thank you very much.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for your time. My name is Simu Midda Arora. I'm architect AIBC, and I'm architect for this project. Based on your comments received from previous meeting, we have incorporated those considerations into our designs, and I will be highlighting those as part of this presentation. So now I'll be presenting for the proposed industrial development 921 Morgan Road, Nanaimo. So this project is intended to support Nick Steel's operation while enhancing the overall form and character of the site. The site is located within the Duke Point area, in the industrial area. On the west side, we have Duke Point Highway, and on the east side, we have the Mohegan Road, which is the main primary access to the site. The lot area is almost 5847 square meters, and this is I-4 industrial zone. The proposal includes a new warehouse pre-engineered building on an existing industrial site, along with the retention and upgrade of an existing building as an administrative hub for the facility. The design focuses on improving operational efficiency while also enhancing the visual quality of the development. So now let me discuss a little bit about the overview of the site plan, how we lay out the site. So from here you see the entrance to the site. This long building is the proposed warehouse building. Then this is the existing building, which will be used as the administrative hub for this particular development. Along with that, there was a comment came in regarding to add on some outdoor amenity space. So we added on this particular area, the outdoor amenity space. Behind the building, the existing building, we have the parking, which is used for the employees and as well as any visitor coming up. And this portion, which you see right in here, the white base, this is the compacted road base, basically for the truck movement and going in and out or rotating of the trucks. Design approach. The design approach for this project is guided by balancing the functional needs of an industrial facility with the city's expectation for improved form and character. First, the building is planned to support efficient industrial operations. The layout maximizes usable yard space, allows for clear truck circulation, and maintains a logical relationship between the office space and the workshop components. We focused on controlling the perceived scale of the building. Let me go to the elevation. So, industrial buildings can often appear long and repetitive, so we introduce some of the architectural elements. The facade is articulated through two color palette consisting of an off-white and autumn red accent. These colors are used strategically to create contrast and improve the readability of the building form. We also added translucent panels to add light into the workshop area. So you see these are the red panels, and just below the red panels are the translucent panels. But not to make it too monotonous, we break it in the center and we brought in the company signage into the building so that it enhances the vision when somebody is using the Duke Point Highway. We also added some like landscaping and created all the facade, this company signage to overall give a nice view to the building, not just a simple, boring industrial long building. So this way I have managed to break it down and look it a little interesting to anyone looking at that. Now coming to the company branding, this includes some orange color, and this I got a little comment also. But we selected the available color with a similar spectrum just to avoid, so that we maintain the brand identity and to avoid custom finishes and ensuring cost efficiency and constructability for the project. Overall, the intent was to maintain a simple and functional industrial form while introducing targeted design interventions that improve both usability and visual quality. So, a little bit about the material palettes. So, if you see over here, so basically the off-white color, autumn, and that's the high rib profile of the pre-engineered structure we are using. Now moving towards the existing building, which is used as the administrative part or the office part of this building, because the long new proposed building is mainly related to the warehouse building. This building we are dealing as the office space. We have tried to add on little bit changes in the paint with added the same off-white and red accent and a company signage, so that this can correlate with the proposal of our project. So in that one, I also want to discuss a little bit about how pedestrians can move into this major area of the site. So a defined pedestrian walkway connects the office space and the workshop areas. So you see these circle areas. So from the parking, we have pedestrian movement, and that's a crosswalk I have put in on the road, which can connect the office building towards the warehouse building. Along with that, at every man door, we have added canopy and a signage for more clarity. The office acts primarily interface for staff and visitors. We have so that's the major factor how we correlated both the structures with each other. Then I have also added the lighting strategies both on the building mounted and site lighting. All lighting is designed to meet dark sky principles and reducing glare and light spill where maintaining safety. So these are the major parts we have discussed. Now coming up to the outdoor sitting space, so this particular portion. So we have added an outdoor amenity space that adjacent to the office building, and that is surrounded with some greenery, and it is a little like separated from the office so that staff can have their lunch or a relax or coffee time so that, which is like sometimes these things are missing, but we have now added these ones to make it more workable for the people who are working for this development. Now I want to add a little bit about the variance which we are asking, and that is a relaxation of a setback from 6 meters to 3 meters to allow more efficient building footprint. The design maintains safe access, adequate separation, and does not impact adjacent properties. So in overall, I would say that the project balances Overall, the project balancing industrial functionality with improved architectural expression, enhanced landscaping, and safe site design. We believe that the proposal aligns with the intent of the city plan and NAMO reimagined and contributes positively to the Duke Point industrial area. Thank you, and we welcome your feedback.
Thank you, Simu and Venture Architecture for the presentation. Happy to see some changes from the last one. It's wonderful to see. First, before we begin, do any of the panel members have questions for the city? And if, Simu, could you please close your presentation? Thank you very much. Does anyone have any questions? I don't see any hands. Ken, please go ahead.
I have a question for the architect.
Yeah.
Could you indicate which is the main entrance door to the warehouse for people coming from the office building?
Okay, let me share again. So this door, which you see right in here, along the overhead door, that's the main door, which is to the entrance. That's why we put in the crosswalk right next to this. So the door right here, where you see this canopy,
Yes. Okay.
yeah, that's the,
Thank you. That clarifies it for me.
yeah.
Thank you, Ken. Does anyone have any questions for the planning department? In addition to, sorry, I think I'm seeing, yeah, Jessica, please go ahead.
Hi. Quick question about landscape design. It seems like the plans that I have anyways don't include a very extensive landscape design, and I'm wondering also if there's required to be a landscape architect on record for this project. Thank you.
We have landscape architect on this project, and he has updated the drawing as per based on our drawings. So we submitted that with the resubmission, because we added the landscaping around the outdoor amenity space, and we so he updated all that file, and we submitted that along with that. Today he is not, I think, present. Kevin?
Yeah, Janice New as the designer. On this project, it wasn't required to have a landscape architect. We have a landscape designer. And the drawings were updated based on the new staff area and the updated parking areas.
Okay, could the city please confirm the need for a landscape architect here or not?
Thank you, Chair. Perhaps I'll step in because we consulted with this applicant at the pre-application meeting stage, and just understanding that it is a pretty standard industrial shell building going into an existing site, and recognizing they had previous commitments on the Duke Point Highway side for landscaping already to be observed, and they're augmenting that. So really the focus was just on Mon Road. It was more of a simplified approach, and so it wasn't necessary to have the extensive expertise, but certainly appreciate what they've done to make sure there is qualified professionals looking at that.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, Lanya. That's great. Anybody else have any questions for the planning department before we move on? Okay, in that case, we'll move forward to the next portion, which is comments, questions, recommendations from our panel. I'm just going to work my way down our list, so we'll start, if you don't mind. Angie, please go ahead.
Sure, thanks, Chair. I don't think I actually have any comments. Thanks for the presentation. I think that the updates that have been made are really going to add to the form and character of this building, and yeah, I just really appreciate you guys bringing this back and making those changes. So thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you, Angie. Harry, please, if you could go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you for your proposal there. I think the applicant has addressed all the comments raised by the panel in February, and I have no further comments also. It looks good.
Okay, thank you, Harry. Next, Jessica, please.
Hello again. The comments from the previous meeting were addressed very clearly and adequately, and it was nice to see the addition of the translucent panels. It seemed as though that was something that might not happen due to cost limitations, but everybody really wanted to see it, so that's really great. Thank you. Two comments that align with the city staff comments is that the outdoor amenity area has a canopy on it, and it would be nice to just see some construction details that include dimensions and materials for that outdoor space, which I think are usually part of a plan, and the city also asked for that. So I would hope that at the permitting or the next phase anyways, that details for that structure could be included, because there's no indication on the renderings how big that is. And it would be nice to know what kind of amenities, picnic tables, if there's what can fit underneath that that's appropriate for staff usage. And then no, I think that, and lighting was my other concern, and I just wanted to confirm that on the elevations, there are black marks on each facade, and there seems to be marks next to each man door, and I'm assuming that's lighting, so that there is lighting to the man doors as well. Okay, great, thank you. And then the other comment was again in line with the city's comment about access to the garbage enclosure. I think it's important to ensure that there's adequate lighting at the garbage enclosure, and perhaps to extend that pedestrian walkway to it. It may already do that, but it wasn't really super clear on the site plan if that walkway went alongside the office building and provided safe pedestrian access to the garbage enclosure from both the warehouse and the office building. And those were my two comments. I also wanted to say that I support the variance, the rationale of that you need the extra space for the building, and that side of the lot is not going to be used for manufacturing or storage, and would not prove to be sort of a nuisance or to any adjacent property. So I support the variance for that setback. That's it for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jessica, for your comments and insightful feedback. Ken, if you could please go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Generally, I'll start off by saying that I like some of the changes, particularly like that color scheme. I think that will add a lot of visual attractiveness to somebody barreling down the Duke Point Highway. But I do like that scheme. Also, as Jessica mentioned, I also like that lighting panel that was put in above the doors. I think that will make a significant difference to the workers inside that warehouse. I do have a couple of additional suggestions. First of all, I didn't see any reference to wayfinding signage at the site entrance. And I suggest that consideration be given to putting signage up that directs visitors to the site office. Someone entering the site for the first time may be uncertain where they should go, and just some signage that directs where the site office is. My second my second suggestion has to do with that main man door coming from the office. I'm suggesting that a clear window be incorporated somehow so that people coming and going can see if there's anybody going to be on the other side. It's a convenience and possibly even a safety thing. My last comment has to do with a reference to the photo of the site entry from what was presented, and I don't know if there's been any changes since then. It looks like there's a lot of vegetation and a lot of undergrowth right at that where the entrance comes into the site. It's just outside the property line, but it's just adjacent to the north side of the site entrance.
Sorry, Ken, if I could interrupt, Seema, if you wouldn't mind just popping that up on the screen so we could see what Ken is trying to point out. Thank you.
Yeah, right in here.
No, it's the actual photograph
Oh, okay.
of the entrance looking into the site.
I think it's the first slide, Simia.
Page 12 of 19.
No, it's where you've got individual photographs taken at ground level. And the one I'm referencing is the one where you're looking.
This one?
There you are, the very top one there, right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it seems that there's a lot of underbrush and a lot of vegetative growth there. And it's outside the property line, but it is adjacent to the north side of the site entrance. And the thing that strikes me is that someone entering the site might not see a vehicle that's reversing out of the parking stall that you've numbered as number 5, because that parking stall is right adjacent to the property line, and anyone backing out of it would have to cross over the path of travel of anybody entering the site. And so my suggestion is to either clear the sight lines, maybe clear some of that underbrush, or if that isn't possible, to take a look at either replacing or maybe even relocating or maybe even eliminating that parking stall number 5.
So Ken, it's Kevin here. As part of the overall process, we've actually got a driveway access permit that has started work on, and the visibility at that corner and the whole driveway is going to be paved, and as you mentioned before, the wayfinding will be at that corner as well. So we think that we've addressed exactly what your issue is. Well, you know, our priority is obviously the safety of people coming and going on the site. So so yeah, we are aware of that corner.
Okay. Yeah, my particular concern was vehicles entering the site and the possible movement of vehicles out of that parking stall number 5. But if that's been taken care of, that's great.
Yeah, we have already worked on that one, because when we got that permit, we looked into that.
Okay, good. Then that satisfies me. And that's all I have, Madam Chair.
Great. Thank you very much, Ken, for your comments. It's good to see people putting so much thought into seeing this again for a second time. Lastly, second last, I guess, would be Councillor Eastmere. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, happy to see the letter with the things that were addressed. I think this is another good example of how the design panel is positively influenced a project, and I really appreciate the proponents for coming back with these changes. I think it looks nice. I like the color scheme, and I think some good changes have been made here. So I'm supportive of the variances and appreciative of everyone's time on this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Hillary. And lastly, my comments, I don't have anything to add that's already hasn't been added. I am very grateful that the design team followed the panel's recommendation to add clerestory daylighting into the building. That's wonderful. I really liked Ken's comment to make that front entrance door fully glazed so that people coming in and out can see whether there's a truck going by, and makes it a little bit more clear what the main entrance is. We have a canopy over each one, but we're still not 100%, right? To see that that's that door. Because all the canopies above are very similar. It might be that that particular door could have a slightly different colored canopy, like a bright orange one, to make it stand out just a little bit more. But if it's going to add additional costs, orange is not a standard a metal color, I think, that you guys use. So in this case, Ken's solution is actually quite simple and easy. So that's great. So thank you, everybody, for your comments. My list is fairly short this evening, but it looks like I'd just like to confirm a couple items. Jessica, your comment regarding providing details for the amenity area, including materiality, would you like that as a formal comment? Or that's kind of outside of the list of recommendations?
It was just a comment on my behalf because I didn't see that on this plan, and we usually do see those details on plans. And so whether or not it is going to be there anyways and it doesn't need to be addressed is
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to add in that we will definitely work out during the building permit stage, because that will also be part of our building permit application. So we will add on all the details in that.
Okay, thank you, Seema. I have development approvals lit up. Would somebody like to speak there? Okay, moving forward, for the wayfinding signage at the site entrance, Ken, are you satisfied with the response that was put together by the applicant? Or would you like to make that as part of the formal recommendations?
Oh, it seems that it's being taken care of, and so I'm okay with that.
And you're also okay to remove the comment regarding the main entry of the driveway for now, right?
That also seems like it's being taken care of, so yes.
Perfect. Okay, thank you, Ken. In that case, we only have 3 recommendations this evening. One is consider extending the walkway to the garbage enclosure. 2, consider providing lighting at the garbage enclosure. And 3, consider providing a fully glazed entry door for the warehouse. We have not seen any pushback regarding the variances. It seems like a very reasonable request. So I would like to propose a motion to approve this stage of the project with these 3 recommendations. Harry and seconder, Angie, all in favor? Great. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Venture Architecture and the applicant for returning and making the changes. Thank you very much. And finally, thank you, everybody, for this evening. And can I get a motion to shut down this meeting for the night? Okay, Ken, seconder, everybody, all in favor? Wonderful. Thank you. Have a good evening.